Well, howdy, everybody. This is John Michael. Today we celebrate the chair of St. Peter. And of course, we have the great teaching, don't we? Who do the crowd say that I am? Some say Elijah, some say the prophets, Jeremiah, another. It goes on and on. Peter says, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And then Jesus says, "Flesh and blood has not taught you this. The Father in heaven has taught you this. And from now on you will be Peter, the rock." And the early church was very clear. The Protestants later got into all these back and forths about this. The early church was very clear. The chair of Peter, the rock of Peter in this case, represents the rock of the church. Upon this rock I will build my church. And it also represents each of our rocks. So it's not one or the other. It's the little rocks of all of us. By the way, I come from the Diocese of Little Rock. So the little rocks of all of us, and it also represents the rock of Peter's faith and his leadership in the church. Church is interesting. It's like an Indian tribe. You need Indians, that's us. You need a council, that's the bishops, and you need a chief. When the bishops don't agree, when the council doesn't agree, you got to go to somebody for a final authority. It's just common sense. And Jesus gave us that, and the early church is clear that that existed in the early church. So it exists for us today too. So the question, who do you say Jesus is? See, the question is not just for Peter, it's for us. Who do you say Jesus is? Is he a bodhisattva? Is he a prophet? Is he a holy man? Or is he who he said he is? Josh McDowell said he is evidence that demands a verdict. Who do you say he is? I say he is Jesus, the Son of the living God, the Christ. I believe he died for my sins. I believe he rose in resurrection, ascended to the right hand of the Father, and sent the Holy Spirit to the church, to you, and to me. I hope you believe that too. If you do, your life is going to be changed, empowered, and it's going to be great. I love you guys. All things are possible with God.